Fuck that No Kings rally and fuck that Purple Revolution. That stuff ain't got nothing to do with black folks. Black folks do not have to fight for this goddamn country. This country don't ever fight for us. All right? But now because the majority population here in America is suffering and a lot of y'all are starving, and what this administration is doing to y'all, right? It's hurting y'all pockets. Now you want to talk about let's come together for what? Why? You'll be all right? Y'all, some of y'all claim that y'all the superior race and y'all are well, hey, you got it. Go be superior. You know, because that's a y'all problem. Y'all figure it out. And then all this fear mongering that y'all keep saying, you know, oh, they coming for black folks next. When did they ever stop? Matter of fact, some of you people that was saying that, you know, they're coming for black folks next, you're the same ones that came for us. You're the same ones that talk bad about us online. You're the same one that generalize us and paint us to be, you know, bad and evil and violent and things like that. So why the heck should we care that you're starving now? And that this administration is hurting your pockets and your family is being affected and you damn near about to live on the streets. Should people care about that? No. Hey, whatever happens is going to happen. All right. Until then, I'm eating popcorn and drinking wine and watching this shit burn. All right.
Child. Auntie, you going to the King's Day? No, I'm not. And I know some of y'all are very disappointed in my opinion on this matter. But you'll be okay. I want my nieces and nephews to stay all the way at the house. Not because we don't agree with the messaging, but because white folks have not been trained on how to protect black people when they're at these protests. And when my nieces and nephews, we're not falling for the okie doke. We're just not. Because when ain't none of us there, it's a peaceful protest, right? The minute we start showing up, it's a riot. They start using crazy force. Folks are unalived and apprehended and disappeared. So yeah, I'm going to continue to post economically via social media and in the groups that people don't know about. Smooches. Stay home.
All my black people that's planning to go to the No Kings protest, I'm super proud of y'all. I think it's admirable. But understand what is coming with this shit. We are living under the umbrella of a fascist who is a white nationalist and a white supremacist. Understand that when you go out there, you are risking your life. Them people, and I don't mean the black way of saying them people, I mean, you know who I'm talking about, do not like us, never liked us, and never will like us. And they will use this as ammunition to fire off racist sayings, racist actions, and to justify their racist ways. I just want to let y'all know that there's a possibility somebody's going to pass, somebody's going to get stabbed, and somebody's going to be beat. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what it's looking like. These people are horrible individuals. With that being said, stand in power. I'm going to be at home with my feet kicked up, but I'm rooting for y'all all day long.
I have not seen one video of a black woman at the No Kings March. And I'm sure they're out there, but it was overwhelmingly white liberals. And I went back and forth with myself. I was like, should I protest? Should I not? But then I settled on, I'm tired. I don't know. As a black woman, I feel like I've been protesting since 2020. And we show up to the polls. 92%. We've done our part, and I feel like it is time to let other people do theirs. Don't mean that I don't care. Don't mean that these issues aren't important. But yeah, it's time to let this be a collective effort instead of all on us.
Good morning. So nothing fancy this morning. I just wanted to hop up here and talk about the No Kings protest. So before you start gaslighting Black Americans about why they are not going to be outside protesting with you, just know that we are standing in solidarity with you. Just know that we are there with you in spirit, but we cannot physically be out on the front lines because they will be using us as target practice. I'm sure that you're well of your privilege, and I need you to use it immediately. For the longest time, Black voices and Black bodies have been the backbone of resistance in this country, to the point where I don't even know if you know how to resist without Black bodies and Black voices. And unfortunately, it's no longer our turn, because we showed up in November in 20 Black Suburbans like Sunday service, and we feel like we did our part. So to the Latinos, the Anglo-Saxons, the Asians who don't never say shit, they don't never protest nothing, to all the communities that have silently benefited from the labor of Black resistance, it's go time. It's your turn. It's no longer our turn right now.
Okay, so this is a serious question that I want to know. As I dive deeper and deeper and deeper into photos, images, video of the No Kings protests that happened today, I really find myself asking, where was the black people? Was there any black people out there? If you was black and you went to the No Kings protest, please drop a comment, because I'm trying to see something. I mean, I'm looking at all this stuff and I didn't see no black people in no pictures. Most of the footage was way from above, so you couldn't see faces, you couldn't see people, you couldn't see color. But pictures, I'm looking at and I'm like, where are the black people? Did we protest the protest too? Did we boycott the protest? Did we say we ain't doing it? We ain't trying to be in harm's way? What happened? I just want to know. Huh?
Black American folks, I need for you to listen up. Today is supposed to be many No Kings protests planned. I suggest you don't go out there making yourself a target. Nope. What this Black American man is going to be doing today.
I'm out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I ended up running into a No Kings protest right outside of Midnight Diner. Right now, the chant that the crowd is saying is, hey, hey, ho, ho, Donald Trump has got to go. We accidentally ran into this protest, but here we are. We're trying to get out, friends, and the people are out here in droves. They are not playing. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Donald Trump has got to go. Take a look.
I was looking at this shit on social media, man. That ain't for us. No, that ain't for black folks. No, they wanted the king and shit. See, you know them Europeans and shit. They used to shit like that. Well, you know, I thought they ran from Europe and England and shit to come over here. I guess supposedly to get away from a tyrant and a dictator and a king and shit. And evidently, you know, I guess they miss it. You know, they got to miss it. They want to go back to it. But here's the thing about it. This 2025, I really don't know how they feel like they're going to achieve that. You know, with you know, it's 42 million of us here. Shit, I don't feel like, you know, you're going to keep fucking with us and think we going to goddamn fall up on the king and shit. We done been up under this.
Brothers and sisters, let's talk about something that's been buzzing all over social media. The No Kings protest, a lot of white folks have been furious, even confused, asking where were the black people. They wanted to know why many of them didn't show up in large numbers at this nationwide protest on October 18th. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusion, let's slow down and unpack this calmly, respectfully, and truthfully, because the answer isn't about disinterest or division. It's about history, safety, and survival. The No Kings protest was about rejecting political dynasties and challenging government control, basically a rallying cry against what some believe is a growing authoritarian trend in America. It drew people from all walks of life, but it was still mostly white-led and white-centered in both organization and tone. That's not necessarily bad in itself, but for many black folks, the question wasn't, do we agree with the message? It was, is it safe for us to be there? You see, history has taught black people, sometimes in blood, that our presence at large protests can turn deadly, even when the intentions are peaceful. From Fred Hampton, assassinated in his sleep in 1969 for organizing black liberation and community empowerment, to George Floyd's protest in 2020, where peaceful marchers were tear-gassed, beaten, and in some cases killed. The pattern isn't clear. Every time black people rise to protest or even just stand in solidarity, the response from law enforcement and the extremist groups tend to be more aggressive, more violent, and more unforgiving. So, when another large, unpredictable protest comes around, one with uncertain leadership, mixed ideologies, and no clear security plan, you can't blame black folks for saying, nah, I'll sit this one out. This isn't fear, it's wisdom born from experience. Many in the black community have seen how peaceful protest can quickly be infiltrated or misrepresented. Cameras zoom in on a single act of chaos and suddenly the whole movement is blamed, especially when black faces are visible. And let's be honest, not every black protest is truly welcoming to black folks. Some events talk about freedom and tyranny, but will never address racial justice or systemic inequality. So when black people see protests like No Kings, they ask, freedom for who? That's not division, that's discernment. Black people are learning to pick battles that don't just use their outrage, but actually value their lives. So while some may call it apathy, I see it as self-preservation, a quiet form of resistance that says we've been through enough bloodshed. Black America has lost too many voices in the streets, voices like Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, and so many others whose deaths turned into hashtags before justice ever arrived. So when black people choose to watch from the sidelines, analyze and protect themselves, that's not betrayal, that's strategy. It's a way of saying we won't let our pain become entertainment, and we don't want to walk into danger without purpose. Brothers and sisters, sometimes the most radical act is not showing up, especially when the system expects you to be reckless with your life. So, to those confused about why many black people skip the No Kings protest, remember this: we've learned to move wisely, not loudly. Protest isn't only in the streets. It's in how we vote, how we build, and how we educate, and how we protect our communities. Always stay safe, be aware, and always move with purpose, because our lives, our voices, and our safety matter. Thanks for watching this video, and kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.